No Makeup, no fear. Tan Songyun redefines what it means to be beautiful.
For over a decade, Tan Songyun has embodied youth itself. Her innocent eyes, soft smile, and natural warmth made her one of China's most beloved actresses. From Go Ahead to My Dear Guardian, she wasn't just playing characters, she was personifying an emotion, hope. Viewers saw her as the girl who never aged, whose spirit stayed pure no matter the role. Her screen presence gave people comfort, a reminder of simpler days, first loves, and unbroken dreams. But behind that youthful image was a woman growing older, wiser, and more introspective. The public wanted her to stay forever young, but she longed to evolve. True artists, after all, are never still. And for Tan Songyun, the next step wasn't about staying perfect, it was about being real. This shift would soon lead her down a path that no one, not even her fans, saw coming. Then came the day that changed everything. When photos from her new drama leaked on social media, the internet froze. The woman in those pictures, frail, weary, with gray-streaked hair and weary eyes, was barely recognizable. Her glow was gone. Her skin looked aged, her expression solemn. At first, fans thought it was fake, a digital hoax, maybe a publicity stunt. But it wasn't. It was Tan Songyun, and she had completely disappeared into her role. Gone was the youthful energy that once defined her. In its place stood a woman marked by life, fragile but dignified, broken yet strong. She wasn't playing beautiful anymore, she was playing human. The shockwave across Chinese social media was massive. Hashtags about her transformation climbed to the top of Weibo within hours. Some fans cried out in disbelief, while others applauded her bravery. But one truth became clear: Tan Songyun had crossed into another level of acting, one reserved for those who dare to lose themselves completely. In the drama, Tan Songyun portrays Shun Jialan, a noblewoman whose world collapses when her family is falsely accused of treason. Stripped of her name and status, she becomes Su Lonhua, a servant hiding among the ruins of her former life. To bring this character to life, Tan went beyond the surface. She studied how grief changes posture, how exhaustion dulls the eyes, how time steals color from the skin. Instead of relying on digital effects, she chose realism. The wrinkles, the sagging cheeks, the pale lips, all handcrafted through traditional makeup. But her power wasn't just in the appearance. It was in the silence. The way her eyes lingered a second too long, the tremor in her breath when she spoke. Those moments carried the weight of decades. Tan Songyun didn't just play old, she felt old. Every movement, every sigh was a window into the soul of a woman broken by fate yet held together by sheer will. It was vulnerability at its finest, an actress unafraid to be stripped of glamour to show truth. The internet erupted in admiration. Comments poured in by the thousands. This is real acting. Not about beauty, but bravery. She looks aged, but her eyes, they tell a story of a lifetime. In an industry obsessed with youth, she chose honesty, respect. Audiences were moved not just by her transformation, but by what it represented. In a world where many stars fight to maintain their image, Tan Songyun let go.
She embraced flaws.
She turned her back on vanity, and became an icon of authenticity. Critics praised her performance as a cultural reset, comparing her to legendary actresses who once redefined Asian cinema through emotional truth. Younger artists began citing her as an inspiration. Proof that greatness doesn't come from looking perfect, but from feeling deeply. Through that one choice, Tan Songyun reminded everyone, acting is not about being adored. It's about being believed.
Behind the camera, Tan Songyun is nothing like the glamorous stars you see at red carpets.
She's quiet, grounded, and introspective, a woman who still blushes when complimented. Colleagues describe her as the type of actress who listens more than she speaks. She doesn't chase trends, doesn't crave attention. She builds characters piece by piece, with patience and sincerity. When asked about her transformation, she simply said, "Age and beauty are tools. But emotion, that's timeless." That one line reveals everything. Tan Songyun doesn't act to impress. She acts to connect.
She's not chasing fame, she's chasing truth.
And that's why audiences around the world, from Beijing to Bangkok to Los Angeles, are drawn to her. She reminds us that humility and depth can outshine any spotlight. This role isn't just another chapter in her career.
It's a deceleration, a rebellion against the shallow standards of modern fame.
By allowing herself to age on screen, Tan Songyun sent a powerful message: beauty is not eternal, but authenticity is. She proved that the essence of storytelling lies in emotion, not appearance. Her portrayal of Shun Jialon/Su Lonhua captures the pain of a woman who has lost everything: status, love, identity, yet refuses to surrender her soul. Through her eyes, we see decades of heartbreak and endurance. Through her silence, we hear the echo of countless women whose strength goes unnoticed. This isn't just a performance, it's an awakening. It challenges viewers to question what they value in art, and what they expect from their heroes. Tan didn't just act a story, she became a story worth remembering. Tan Songyun's evolution is more than personal. It symbolizes the shift of an entire generation of Chinese cinema. Gone are the days when perfection ruled the screen. Today, audiences crave truth. And Tan delivers it with every tear, every pause, every trembling word. She's no longer just the girl who never ages. She's the woman who dares to age gracefully, to let emotion take center stage. Critics are calling her the queen of emotional cinema, a performer who connects not through glamour, but through honesty. Her artistry has become a bridge between old-school craftsmanship and modern storytelling.
She's not chasing beauty anymore, she's chasing meaning.
And in doing so, she's changed what it means to be beautiful. Tan Songyun's journey is more than a career move, it's a life lesson. It teaches us that growing older isn't a curse, it's an evolution. That authenticity isn't weakness, it's power. Her courage to embrace imperfection redefines success in showbiz. Because true stardom isn't about shining under lights, it's about glowing from within, even when the world turns dark. She reminds us that real beauty doesn't fight time, it walks with it. And in that quiet bravery, Tan Songyun became something more than an actress. She became a truth-teller. This has been LVT-SHOWBIZ, your source for stories that go beyond the spotlight. If this journey into Tan Songyun's transformation inspired you, don't forget to like this video to support genuine artistry. Subscribe for more emotional storytelling from Asia's brightest stars. Comment below, do you think more actors should risk their image for the sake of art? Thank you for watching, and remember, in cinema and in life, real beauty doesn't come from staying young, but from staying true.